Yo, welcome everybody. Welcome to AI for NTP. This is going to be an insane live session today. We're going to be building an entire company with three different builds, three different professional builders here with crazy ideas, and everybody's going to be building in their own way. I didn't tell them what to do, but we need you to tell us what to build. So before we get going, I'm your host, Brett. I'm here with the fantastic builders, Justin, Ian, and Alec. Hey guys, welcome.
Thank you.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. I see familiar names in the chat. If you haven't been here before, we're going to have a good time today. This is 1 hour. We got the Fantastic Four back together.
This is going to be how we decide what to build. So what Justin's about to show you is a link we dropped. We did this last time. This is not rehearsed. This is not scripted. This is live. So what ideas do you have that you want us to build? Brought some ideas in there. We're going to take the next 3-5 minutes letting you put some ideas in, and then we're off to the races. So we did this last time, and it was a lot of fun. Alec, you did some stuff. You went nuts. So did Ian.
We had a fun one last time. For anyone that wasn't there, basically what we did is we divided tasks. Ian was on design, and then I was building the lander and built a little bit of functionality for an app. And then Justin built out our go-to-market strategy. Today, we're going to be doing it differently, where we are all going to start and go all the way through and kind of work in silos. So the main point of that is in showing everybody that there's a lot of different ways up the mountain here. There's a lot of different ways to achieve a good end result. We're all going to be using different tools. We're going to share what tools we're using. So I think it'll be cool to see and contrast and compare what tools are good for what. What's Ian using? What's Justin using? What's Alec using? So I think it should be interesting to see what three guys that are living in this day to day, what tools we're using.
Yeah. Alec, I love that. And I'm really interested to see Justin's interpretation. Ian, what you're going to do. And Alec, how this will look. And I love how you preface that, Alec. It's really right. There's no one way to skin this cat, right? So
Exactly.
Krista, you should put that in there. Make sure you put baked goods. I've got a friend of mine that's doing crazy stuff right now with her bakery. So that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Justin or Ian, let's
Drop it in
throw
the
some
chat.
ideas. What's an idea? What's something that someone might put through? Is this an app? Is this a local service? What should people be putting in here?
Oh man, SaaS, it could be logistics for moving chickens and eggs. Last time it was AI, a fitness trainer, off the wall stuff that I love. It can be funny, it can be fun, but it can actually also be useful. What I usually tell most entrepreneurs is solve your own problem first. So if you have a problem, put it in there. We'll solve it 3 different ways.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
What I'm actually excited about, to carry off what Alex said, not just to see the 3 different ways that we approach a problem, but also to show everybody on the call today that if you have an idea, it may be already done out there somewhere, but it won't be done the way you do it, right? And the way you do it will be different because you'll see 3 different ways we approach a problem or a idea. And so basically the world is your oyster. Don't think about somebody else doing something that will inhibit you. You're actually free to do it however you want to, at your own expression.
So I'm in Prague, and there's an app here that I found from one of the locals, and it is literally a treasure map. You open it and it points you to the nearest beer, the nearest pub with the beer. And it is an absolute hit here. So that's crazy cool, right? So
Yeah.
Justin, let's see, what are people putting in right now?
It's still loading. So just continue to drop them in the chat while it's loading. We've got baked goods so far.
People got sweet tooth.
Mustafa, did you drop that in our chat? Credit repair of all these ideas. I've actually gotten a handful of, that's like 6 people asking for baked goods. Let's roll baked goods, a baked goods store, and pick a location, pick it, and let's figure out what you would do. Is it a mobile bakery? Is it a stationary bakery? Are people taking orders online? How can you integrate AI? I'm just curious. What do you think, Alec?
I like it. I think we can build it. I have a couple unique twists on this, so I think we do it. If it's cool with Justin and Ian, if we want to go that route, I'd say let's pick a location on what we want to do this for. I'm down. Let's do it. I got some ideas on how we can get some AI in the mix here. And
Oh, I love this.
let's do it.
Mustafa's got a great add-on. Maybe some sweet treats in there. He may want a UK market. I'll let you 3 pick a different region, pick a city. It has to have a bakery.
What if we build in our own metros? So I'm in LA. Justin's in New York, Ian's in Nashville. So we're all in pretty big metros. So we can all go for our own markets here and build out that way.
That's good. I like that.
I love it. And you have to come up with a name and a brand and everything else. Thumbs up?
Let's do it.
Okay. That's great because I've been walking the streets of Prague for a week and all I do is stop and eat baked goods and I probably need to stop. Probably. Okay. I'm just curious here. Alec, what are you thinking? Like, where does your mind go here? Would you baked goods?
Yeah. So with kind of the starting point of this project, rather than starting from nothing here, typically what I'll do is rather than diving into a coding tool, something like a Codex or a Claude Code, first we need to ideate. We need to figure out what's the overall vision here. What's the branding going to look like? So I'll typically start with Claude or ChatGPT, start there and figure out the vision for this and what we want it to look like. And a lot of times what we'll do is you got to think with take even a bakery, as simple as that, for instance. There's a lot of companies out there that have been around for a long time, have spent a lot of money on perfecting their branding and perfecting their website. So it's great to get inspiration. So we're not starting from a complete zero. So I will share my screen. I'll show you guys a little bit about my process here. Let me know if everyone can see this. All right. Can everyone see my screen?
Oh, no, I can't.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to look up local, and we're just going to start there. We're going to see what looks good. I'd say, honestly, for our take here, national chains are probably going to be better because they've just allotted more spend to figuring out what's working and what's not. Okay, so we got Susie Cakes in Manhattan Beach. Shout out Susie Cakes.
Look at that delicious
Local icon
pop-up.
here. Yeah, seriously. Check out Leak. Looks not necessarily my style, a little dated. We want something good here. We'll take an example. We'll look at Crumble. How's Crumble look?
Oh, yeah, delicious.
Killer. See, like this is absolutely dialed. So shout out to Ian for this one. We're going to use this as our inspiration here. Shout out to Ian for this Chrome plugin, Fireshot. So what we're going to do with Fireshot is now I can capture the entire page here. So this will go and it'll take a big screenshot of everything on this site. Before Ian put this in front of me, what I was doing is I'd take a screenshot of each kind of piece of the site. So now I have this great screenshot of the entire site here. So I'm gonna save this as an image. So that's gonna be our starting point. We just need to determine where our branding fits. How do we want to name this? How do we want to position this? I'll step back. My process is I'm going to push this into Claude for general ideation. I'm going to use Wispr flow to give it context into what I'm doing, what I'm building, and get some name ideas, have a dialogue with it. Hey, this is what we're doing. What are some good names? What's a good angle here? What's a good positioning? That's how I'm going to do it.
Before you switch, I'm going to go to Justin next, but before you do, put in your marketing idea, a visual. What do you see here with these images that really speak to you? What do you see?
For one, it's making me hungry just looking at it. We have real visuals on the product here, and there's a lot of recognition as well. We have Oreo in the mix, a lot of household names. When you see Oreo, you think credibility, and everyone has had an Oreo and that resonates with them. That's one thing. The visuals are huge. So I could see this and I'm more inclined to buy because it's actively making me hungry. So that's one element that I think we will keep in the mix here. Generally, it's clean and it's very modern. You saw the other examples that I pulled. They weren't great. This is definitely modern. I like the branding. It's clean. So that is what we're going with, what we're going to work off.
So Alec's got inspiration. Thank you for that, Alec. Seems like he's on the path. Justin, what are you thinking? Where's your thought process here?
Brett, I'm a big fan of supporting local business. I love my local business owners. We don't give them enough credit. They work so hard. I'm also a big fan of farmers. Without farmers, where would we be? We wouldn't have food. What I was thinking could be cool is my favorite baked good is cookies. And farmers, they've got a lot of cows. So I'm going to create a platform where local farmers can find local bakers in the area, and they're going to come together through this matchmaking network, and we're going to call it Milk and Cookies. So you're going to have a cookie delivery business that is going to deliver you fresh local milk with a beautifully baked cookie but not just any cookie. We want to support local small business. So we're going to support ghost kitchens, people who can't afford having a brick and mortar yet. So they're going to be cooking out of a ghost kitchen. They're going to be partnering with local farmers, and we're going to call it Milk and Cookies. So that's where I'm starting. I'm going to spend a little bit of time on the branding. I'll walk you through it once I've developed it. I'm going to start in Figma. I'm going to look on dafont.com to find a really cool font that's going to really bring this to life. From there, I'm going to start building out this matchmaking network that helps local farmers and local ghost kitchens find each other and partner up.
I love that direction. That is so fun. So I see Alex already heads down. You've already got a trail. What the heck is Ian doing over there?
Oh man, I'm still in mode from last time. I'm trying to zoom through this in 15 minutes. I think I anxiety, but go mode is on. I'm taking a different approach. I love the others. Let me just share my screen here. I'll hide you guys. So I'm really looking for, because I am in Nashville. So I know the comfort foods, the stuff that people really look for here, and trying to make it something that people could use. So I'm going for this type of photography, this type of imagery, just the gooey. Oh yeah, I just want to sit there and eat it and then fall asleep for a few hours. The name I'm going with, mine's going to be a food truck. So I had ChatGPT whip up Sunday Crumb. I gave it this image and said, hey, I need a logo for this. So we're going to call it Sunday Crumb, Nashville. It's totally geared towards them. Having gone to a lot of breakfast and brunch places, I have the vibe for it. I'm targeting Nashville. And if this goes well enough, maybe we'll just open a bakery, because one of this food doesn't exist. Actually, I'm not even sure what this is. This is salmon, or if it's some kind of I don't know.
It looks freaking amazing.
Look at
Baked
this.
and delicious and glistening. What is going on?
I don't know. It's something that's going to give me a stomach ache, and I don't care.
We should have done fitness again. This isn't going to help my cause, Ian.
No, started with this one, and it's cool feeling it could be taken a lot of ways. I'm going to fill it with comfort, Nashville hospitality, but make it also mobile. So they'll be all around the city. Watch for them. Sunday Crumb. You're going to love it.
Me and Charles are going to enjoy it. We're both from the South. I'm Mississippi. He's Alabama. Look, I think y'all are off to a killer start. Does anybody in the chat want to come up? I'm going to give y'all a few minutes before I poke at y'all. I'm just going to watch.
I'll throw something out there
a little
too,
bit.
because I've been heads down for the last few minutes. I promised to everyone on this call that we're going to pick up the pace and this will be fun, but I'm just getting the foundation set right now. So here's the angle I'm going. Kind of based off Crumble, kind of based off another startup that I heard about with cakes. We're going to focus on cookies, and we're optimizing for two things. One being recurring revenue with one of our services, and then the other leveraging a audience that has money to spend and is already spending money. So what we're calling this is Crumb B2B, and two offers. One is people, if they want to book a meeting, say they're selling HR software and they can't get a meeting in front of the HR person, they're going to be able to send cookies with their logo on it that say book a meeting and have some sort of call to action. That's based off an idea. I heard somebody doing something similar with cakes. So we're going to do two things with that. Here's how we're going to implement AI, because we're going to use the Nano Banana API to be able to show them in real time what their cookie is going to look like with their logo on it. So that's going to be one service. And then the second one is going to be client retention. People can sign on and send those logos with their cookies to their clients every month or whatever cadence they select. We're taking a B2B approach to this, and should be a fun build. I'll show some progress on branding and how we're going to build out this portal so people can put in these orders. We'll be able to accomplish this in the next 20, 30 minutes here. It should be a cool final outcome.
That is a super fun, very specific use for cookies. Alec, for those who don't know, what exactly is Nano Banana?
Nano Banana is basically Google's image API, and it's a pretty ridiculous name. I'll acknowledge that, but definitely unforgettable. I find it to be the best on the market for image generation. They've recently improved a lot. Everybody knows a ChatGPT image when you see it. It's very obvious that's AI. It doesn't look good. Nano Banana is incredible because it's like a Photoshop replacement where it's very good if you have an existing image, because we're going to have our base image that's always going to feed in, which is the base mockup of a cookie. And then we also push in the logo, and then that's what gives us our cookie output and the image that the customer could see. This their end user is going to get, and they're going to be able to send out. So yeah, very good tool, and we're going to implement that into our app, and it should be cool.
Alex,
Excited.
well, I don't mean to glaze you here, but that's such a cool idea. I want you to actually ship this so I can use it.
Let's do it, man. Let's make it happen. Honestly, like the fulfillment side shouldn't be too difficult. You have to just find a bakery that can actually make these cookies and send them out. Like truly to put this together won't be too hard. So we're going to get this rolling here. I'm going to take a step back so we can start building here. You guys are going to see how fast these things can come to life and how quick we can execute and push something out. And my goal by the end of this is to deploy this so everybody in here can upload their logo and use it and buy some cookies, send them to their clients.
Oh, that's crazy cool. Look, Raul, of course there's going to be multiple types of cookies. Look, I have kept Alec busy for about 20 minutes now. So you have the head start. Where are you now?
I'll share my screen, show you just how I'm ideating a little bit on the branding. I want to get the branding done quickly here so that we can jump into the build. And so as I'm playing with some branding options, I just did a quick prompt in Midjourney. Are you guys all familiar with Midjourney? It's a really powerful image generation model. So you'd say, I'm going to use Wispr flow here. Create me a logo for a brand called Milk and Cookies that partners local farmers with ghost kitchen bakers to then deliver milk and cookies on a subscription-based model. Simple branding, straightforward logo that captures the essence of this company. So I was speaking speech to text, and now Midjourney is going to come up with some logo variations for me. So not bad for the first run there. Some of these look all right. And so simultaneously, what I've been doing is working VS Code. And I've created, in just a few minutes here, a quick mock-up. This is far from ready to share, but what I did was pulled up VS Code and I gave it a prompt. So I'm doing a hackathon. We have 40 minutes to building a marketplace. I told it to build me an MVP quickly, this marketplace where vendors can come on, consumers can buy and check out. They can select what cookies they want in their cookie box. So they get 3 unique cookies from 3 different bakers. As you can see here, you're creating your box. I love this maple oatmeal tahini. Yeah. Mexican hot chocolate snickerdoodle. All right. I think I'm going to go with that. And then we get our whole milk straight from the farm. Check out. So guys, this is just a wireframe. This isn't production ready. There's a lot we have to do on the back end to bring this to life and launch the business, but it gives you an idea of potential look and feel and how you can imagine the shape of this, how it could turn into a real app.
We're 20 minutes in. You've ideated a crazy idea, milk and cookies, basically formed a collaboration, and we're looking at wireframes. And here's another question that I'm going to ask you, Justin. How many lines of code did you just write?
Great question, Brett. So I literally hit a hotkey on my keyboard and started talking to my computer. And I just gave it a brain dump. I had myself muted while you guys were talking. I apologize. I wasn't paying attention to you guys for a minute there, but I wanted to get a head start. I wanted to show you guys we're 28 minutes into this. I just typed in that prompt about 15 minutes ago. We already have something ready to share. So I didn't write a single line of code, Brett. I just talked to my computer, gave it some best practices, and we can share all these prompts with you guys after the show if you'd like. But I just spoke in plain English.
I feel like this is such a technological shift. I don't think people really understand that the tech barrier, the barriers, they're down. You can build anything and you can build at the speed of your imagination, whether it's milk and cookies, whether it's B&B cookies, or whether it's the sexiest meat / thing we couldn't figure out cookie that Ian's building in Nashville, where we are. And it's exciting. It is exciting. So thank you for that, Justin. Ian, I want to give you an opportunity. Where are you? Have you already built the business? You've got customers and we're going to split the money at the end?
I just got 3 orders, so things are going well. No, I just had, so I'm working with ChatGPT and 2 different OpenClaws who are connected to the same server because each one has its own processing power and can think separately and inject things. I had one that built out this brand kit. I don't know if you guys can see it, but can you see my screen?
Yep, we can see it.
Okay.
That's a slick looking logo now.
It looks great. So I built out the brand kit, basically gave it everything. He's reworking it because I came up with another idea after Alec raised the bar. This echoes what I did the first time around with Fitness Trainer, building out a whole brand kit, voice tone, everything backs up the business, fonts, colors, everything, imagery. I was talking to chat GPT and I said, hey, I want something that's a bit more unique than just a bakery, just a cart. I came up with quite a few ideas. I narrowed it down to in line, customers will be able to concoct their own fillings for donuts and pastries, scan a QR code, mix in whenever they want. It's automated so the company can, hey, this person's order is up, now has peanut butter and chocolate and caramel or whatever.
On an app or something, they can pick a filling and go pick it up.
Yeah, I want mine to be like this. Okay, here's my order, whatever. It has a QR code. They scan it, pay for it. They walk out the door. And if it's good, and if other people order it, they can name it. Or even if there's nothing like it, they can name it. So it gives everybody that, it almost gamifies baked goods. And then you move around the city to keep up with them, right? So that's the idea I'm going with right now of the brand kit. Let's see if the website is up yet. He was still working on it. Nope. All right. So all I have right now is the brand kit.
I like that idea. That would be so fun. What a cool local community idea. If I actually like to mix peanut butter and raspberry and it ends up the next person that comes up can see what I order and they're like, that's interesting. Maybe I should try that. What if there's a mechanism where if something I ordered became popular, that would be kind of cool. That'd be such a way to gamify it. How cool is that?
It could turn into a shared revenue thing. If businesses actually did this, come up with the next thing. If it hits well, we'll give you 10% of the profit, or probably not that, probably 5.
Or it could be a nonprofit. That's such a cool thing, Ian.
Come in for a free one of your own makings anytime. Tell everybody about it.
I love it. We do have technical questions. Modi, I will circle back to that. Ian, keep going. That's looking good. Alec, do you have customers yet?
No customers yet, but we're 20 minutes away from having some customers here. So my process now, since I last updated everyone, one was hammering down, hey, what is this branding going to look like? What's this site going to look like? And starting to build is the big thing. So what I did is while I'm working on all that branding, I gave it a rough sense of what I'm going to want here. So I'll share my screen real quick to show everybody what I have in the works here, just so everybody knows what my building process looks like. So share my screen. Basically what I'm using is Lovable. And Lovable's very easy to navigate for anyone. There's a few different options. Sometimes I'd use Claude Code for something like this. Sometimes I would use Codex. Lovable is going to be the easiest path for if anyone on this call hasn't built a website before or hasn't done a lot with some of these AI coding tools. Lovable is going to be your easiest segue into it and easiest way to get in there and try something, because truly all it is, I put a prompt in here. I gave it my Crumble screenshot and I told it what I'm doing and what I want to build. I used Wispr Flow to talk my prompt out loud and drop that in there. So right now it's building, allowing me to go in and try to generate a logo. So I'm using Higgsfield right now. I think I'm going to go with this logo, probably similar to the Crumble logo. We decided we want to go with this blue. So I'm just going to download that and I'll drop it right back in. And then I'm going to use Higgsfield continuously throughout this because I'm going to need to generate some images of the cookies. You can see Lovable is generating its own images. They're not great. We want something a little more polished, something a little cleaner. So that's what we're going to use, but we're going to drop this logo in it just so it has that context. And then we will continue to build out those assets. Basically what's going to happen is it's going to start to build and it's going to ask me for those things that I need. I told it that I want to have that cookie generator. So it's going to tell me, hey, I need your Gemini API key. You use ChatGPT, you use Gemini, you use Claude every day, and use it in the chat window. What an API key allows you to do is use that same LLM or image generation model within what you're building. So instead of having someone say, hey, go over to Gemini, put in this image of this cookie and put in your logo and it'll give you a cookie. We can just do that all on our app by using the Gemini API key. So that is what's in the works on my side right now. Still a little bit heads down and don't have a lot other than this cool logo that we have. Shout out Higgsfield. Great tool. One thing that I will share this actually with you guys. So I have, this is called a skill. So I have to generate new logos for things all the time. So I have a skill made, which basically allows us to, I can reuse this whenever I want and it'll give me a logo kind of in this style. Like you'll see before, I didn't really give it much of a prompt and I was getting just garbage. Look at this. Look at these logos. These are just horrific. I couldn't use any of these. When I started using, this is the line right here where I stopped using a skill file. And this is what I got after I started using that skill. You can see it's just night and day. So all a skill file is truly, for whatever reason, it sounds more complex than it is. All a skill file really is, it's a prompt. It's just a prompt saved in an MD file. So I have a small library of skills built out where I have things for building different landing pages in different niches. If it's a home service company, for instance, I have a skill for that, for how we like the landers to look for a home service company. We have skills for different tasks. If I have an agent that has to do something every day, we might have a skill for that task. That's one thing that's important, because you can see if this is something that you're doing very often and your results can vary. A skill, if I said I want a logo, like here, we'll give you guys a quick example here in real time. We're going to use that skill again. Typically what you would do is you would upload the file, but Higgsfield doesn't support that. So we just copy and paste it in here. So I'm going to copy and paste this entire skill file, and we're going to say we want a logo for, give me something, Brad.
We want a logo for, let's see, in your image, a milk and cookies logo would look like. Just to compare, Justin did it very differently. So I would love to see how yours kind of.
Okay. So I said, make a logo for milk and cookies, and then I uploaded my skill. So we're going to see, this will take a few seconds here, and then you'll see a very comparable outcome to this Crumb B2B. We'll check back, see if we have something finished up. Looks like it's still working. This typically takes, depending on the complexity of what you're building, to get the first version of it, you're probably looking at 5 to 10 minutes, which is a lot better than the 5 to 10 weeks or days you were looking at prior to these tools. Still a huge improvement. We'll see that here in just a minute. And let's check back on our logos. Okay. No,
See,
yeah,
it's
so you'll
very
see
much in that same
comparable,
branding.
very Stripe or any kind of SaaS type logo. So yeah, that just shows you the difference between, you'll see like it spit out a bunch of logos for these, and these were all mostly just one logo. It's all prompting. I just said in these prompts, create a standalone logo, because I don't want 50 different things here. Yeah, that's Higgsfield. I'll show some more examples of me using this for both video generation and image generation by the end here, but should have a working version of the app momentarily.
Okay, this is a great opportunity to bring everybody back to what we're doing. We kicked off this session about 30 minutes ago, 35 minutes ago. We took a poll from the live participants, from y'all. We decided to make bakery style companies, and everybody has done something wildly different. As you can see, Alec's doing a very cool B2B kind of crumble idea where you can ship cookies to a potential client with your logo on them. Really cool marketing idea. Justin's doing a really interesting way for farmers to integrate milk into the community and let people who want to make sweet treats in bakeries use ghost kitchens if they don't have a kitchen. And Ian's doing some crazy stuff in Nashville, Tennessee with his mobile truck that's going to be making all kinds of stuff with people able to come up and pick the filling they want before they place the order, and maybe even gamify it. So that's basically what we're doing now. If you have any questions, I'll rapid fire them. At the end of this, we'll send you a list of all the different tools that we're dropping names. We've got Claude and VS Code and all this other stuff. Justin, I'm ready. If you have any questions, just drop them and I'll come back to them. Okay, that's our reset. This is what we're doing. Justin, it's back to you. What's this something all about? We want to see what this something is.
Yeah, Brad, I one shot at the branding. I was playing with Figma and looking at inspiration on Behance, but just wasn't really feeling it, especially after seeing Alec and Ian. They just outshined me. So I had to punch back. This is a competition. We're going to vote at the end who did the best. I can't let Alec and Ian beat me. Not today. So what we did was rebuild the branding in Claude Design. So I started a brand kit, a new, simple, modern, clean logo, color palette, typography, our brand voice. I said we want to be neighborly, talk like the baker down the street, not a corporation, fresh and honest, cozy, not cutesy. And we got some tokens here, which are valuable for VS Code to be able to read these brand kits. Because to the human eye, this is visual and looks great, but this is a good way to translate what's going on here. Do I know how to write this myself? Absolutely not. I leave it to Claude. Now, it also gave us an MVP of what this app will now look like with this new brand identity. It's much cleaner, it's softer, and I think it's going to resonate better with our customer base. We've got a massive wait list. And so now that Claude Design has rebranded the app, I downloaded the zip file that Claude Design provided, and I'm now feeding that to VS Code. It's rebuilding that site I previously showed you guys that looked like this. And we'll do a side by side.
Yeah, that's exactly what we need. That was 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. And then it's going to look something like this in just a few more moments. So stay tuned, guys. This is going to be fun to showcase. Fingers crossed it works out.
That's looking good. Okay. So Alec has customers. Justin has customers. Ian, how much money have you made so far? We're 43 minutes in.
3750 so far. So we're doing
Very good. Very good. So where are you? I'm seeing some crazy stuff getting cooked here. Where are you?
Me?
Yeah.
Man, I'm heads down right now. This is intense. I'll share my screen. I'm not sure what's built yet, but I've got 3 guys working overtime. I'm working on a QR code right now in a bakery type of environment that will bring people to this page, create page. So at the end of this, you'll be able to actually submit your own baked creations, concoctions with all these different fillings and name your crumb, and they're throwing brand kit stuff in there. OpenClaw curbed. But at the end, once you submit your bakery ideas, then it'll come in through here and I'll see all the different creations. I didn't intend for this to already be working, but it looks like it will be soon. So I built an admin on accident with it as well. So current site is, oops, that's the brand. Here we go. Nope, here we go. I just gave one of my OpenClaws more direction because they're all looking the same. I want this to feel really warm and inviting. And I just want to eat that whole page. So currently it's mostly text, color, rounded corners, which is very OpenClaw, very ChatGPT. The imagery is down here. I'm trying to bring it up top. OpenClaw and Claude and all of these, if you don't give them imagery, they're really good at making stuff look good without actually using imagery. But you'll start to recognize, oh, that's a standard template. So AI has templates trained on certain design aesthetics. So what you have to do is start to give it screenshots of other sites you like or styles and designs to help guide it in the direction you want to go. Oftentimes it will create minimum width like this or max width like this. This is probably like 12,000 px or 10,000 px or 1,000 px wide. I like to go full width, or at least for hero images. So once you get the first iteration, it usually will look something like this. Things are kind of off kilter, makes it cute and fun. Rounded corners. I don't like super rounded corners like this, but for a bakery, it works. First pass will always look roughly like this. Second pass is when you really want to start to refine it and give it more imagery. And then tell it specifically, like I told mine, I want a big hero image, a warm cinnamon bun. And I gave it an image with text over the top to make it feel real, not just something you'd see out of an AI vibe code. Because once you can do that, you can actually break out of that mode, because you're going to start seeing a lot of AI pages that are built kind of similarly to this. But if you can break out of it, give it a lot of training, a lot of guidance, then you can actually make it your own. And nobody will even know that you AI coded it, vibe coded it. So let's refresh, see if he's updated. Okay, starting to get there.
Wow.
Warm bakes for slow Sundays. Love it. Filled buns, jam rolls, every stuff. This is great. Oh yeah.
Man.
Let's look a lot
what's
better.
the Amen slab? What is the Amen slab? Yeah.
Hey, brother.
Amen.
I don't know what it's a slab of.
It's Sunday. It's all church related. The benediction bowl. Come on.
Yeah, you're right. Look at this. The Amen slab, caramelized butter crust, soft middle, and enough richness to make lunch behave. It doesn't even know what it is. It doesn't say, is it a pastry? Is it salmon?
The Sunday squeeze.
Yeah.
Some brioche buns.
Actually, while we're here, I'm going to try this QR code and see if it actually is working.
Now that's interesting. I love what it said there. Come hungry, but leave with a name worth putting on the board. What a cool idea. That's such a great way to position that.
It's not leading to the page that I'm having it build. It's currently, where is it? Here it is.
Can it be done?
It should be right here, but it looks like it's leading to a, it's pulling.
Charles knows sweet treats. Charles will
Sweet treats?
recognize and identifying the sweet treats on the page. I don't know what it is, but Charles does.
Charles, you can tell us what this is. We might be able to sell it. Until
He's
then,
in some porchetta with some crispy crackling. You've had me at crackling.
the description's enough for me. So yeah, it's coming along. I think I need one more image. I want one more image to fill this out. I hate having what they call them orphans or just mismatched grids. So a lot of the stuff also that I do comes from like 20 something years of like web design and knowing how CSS collapses and how it lays it out. So once you get in there, you can really just start to even talk to it in plain language, your Claude or whoever you're using. Just say, I don't like this area. Take a screenshot of it, give it to it, and he'll say, okay, you're right. You're right to call that out. So second pass, not so bad. I'm going to do some more.
Wait, what did that say? Scroll down. Something with some basement style comfort food with a little church
swagger. I love that. I want that.
I want that T-shirt.
Honestly, the brand alone is good. All right,
But four things worth chasing the truck for. Everything here is ridiculously great.
Yeah.
We just need one more image there. Okay,
one more.
I got to keep moving. We're almost at the end of this round. Alec, Justin launched. Ian's already got money. I assume you've already had an acquisition offer for your company, and he's putting Bluetooth in cookies. He's putting Bluetooth in cookies. I don't even know what's going on over there.
The Neuralink cookies. Yeah, here, I'll take over here and show you guys what I have to work with. So let me share screen real quick. Okay, here's where we are. So we're starting to look a lot better, and you'll see there's things that we need to fix. Our logo's white and the header's white. So obviously we need to fix that. We have our two options here. Are you going to send a cookie, try to book a meeting, or do you want to do this for retention? Whenever you go send a box, this could be a little finicky because it's currently editing, but we want to say, hey, how many cookies are we sending? And are we doing this for retention? Are we doing this for prospecting? We're going to get stuck here for the time being because it's building right now. But we are now working towards creating the image generation piece. So this is examples of how good Nano Banana is. So we're going to use a base image like this, where it has a white cookie. So we can put those logos on top here. And that's where people will upload their logo, and Gemini will push that on these cookies, and that's what they'll see. And then they'll put their order in. And here's an example of what it looks like with different logos. This is an example of how good Gemini is. And this is all inside of Higgsfield. Higgsfield aggregates all these different models, their own models. They have Nano Banana on here. They have ChatGPT. They have Grok. It's cool because if you're not getting a good output with one of these models, you could swap over to other ones. We are very close to having something workable here and something where we could actually deploy and have people test. I think it looks good too. I like the color scheme. So we are very close here.
Be ready for final passes. I feel like we're getting really close. And one thing I want to remind everybody is at the very end of this, we're going to have a vote to see who we think has the coolest conception start to finish. And also, if you say anybody, you get to pick a free consultation with one of our three builders. So you get to pick whoever you want to go have a one-on-one with. And this is going to be cool for you to take your ideas and spend a few minutes with them and accelerate and go forward. So Justin, I think how are you doing? Are we ready to show something?
I made $4 in revenue, and I'll show you guys in a moment here. But in all seriousness, we took this from a simple idea, right? We were all here live. You guys picked the business. We couldn't have prepared anything in advance aside from being builders, working with AI for years now. That's what really allowed us to get so much done in the past 53 minutes. We just know how to use the tools. Alec, I love that you preach that. Getting familiar with the tools and knowing when to use what and which model is best at this, that, or the other. And so I think that's what really allowed us to ship all of this within the past 53 minutes. Now, if we wanted to make this a real business, it'd probably take us maybe the whole day hacking together, and we could probably reasonably launch within 24 hours. Guys, do you agree with that, or is that crazy for me to say?
I probably, yes, probably.
Yeah, maybe solo a couple days, right? We got a lot done in an hour, and I want to show you guys my final pass because we're short on time. I'm going to start by sharing the initial wireframe I started with. And I'm going to show you a real app that's live. And so we started with this, which honestly doesn't look all that great. It was a good starting point, but it got the different parts of the marketplace systemized, ordering for the consumer, the baker backend where they can upload their inventory and document how much each cookie costs, and then the delivery service, right? So I turned all of that into a beautifully designed web app here that is fully functional on localhost. Maybe by the end of this session, it will be published and I can share it in the chat for you guys to play with. But if I'm a consumer now, I come to this app, I can click build this week's box, select my cookies. I like these three. fresh bottle of milk from Hillcrest Dairy, bottled this morning. All right, here's my cookies, $7 per week subscription. I'm going to start. And now there's an animation of showing, just like when you order an Uber, how close this delivery is to your home, who your delivery driver is, where it was sourced, who cooked or baked rather each cookie, and a live update of where the driver is. And then for the bakers, you can upload your inventory, the name of your kitchen or brand, your signature cookies. So we've got Brett's Blackberry Pie. Can be slanging those. We made $6. Look at that. We made $6 in fake money. And then for delivery, as a driver, you can see the orders come in, how far they are from you, where you currently are. You can accept that and go pick it up for delivery. So guys, this is a full-fledged app. And this looks like something you'd see in the App Store, right? We did that all under an hour.
It's 50 minutes. That's incredible.
I love it.
So
I think I'm good to give a final pass here.
Is Ian ready? Or Ian, do you need your army of robots?
I need a couple more minutes.
We'll let his army of robots continue. Alec, you go ahead and show us.
All right, guys, here's what we have. So basically, and here's the beauty of Lovable as well. With Lovable, you don't have to go and push anything to GitHub and then deploy with Vercel or anything like that. It's all baked into one. So if I want this to go live, I just hit publish and then that's it. You have to connect the domain. So if I wanted crumb.b2b.com, I'd go and buy that and hook that up. It's very simple. But what we're going to do, I'm going to show you what this flow looks like. So here's the full landing page here. I think it looks pretty clean. I like it. It's very simple and pretty modern. So we're going to go send a box and now we're going to build our cookie drop. So we'll say we'll send 12 cookies. It seems like a reasonable amount. And we want to do this for prospecting. We're trying to book a meeting here. So now we can upload our logo. Got a little pretend we are Nike here. And then we're going to generate our mockup, a little baking here. And then we'll see what we have. Hopefully this works. It worked for me on the initial test. With all these things, give moment of truth.
There we go.
So everyone can see their mock-up of what this is going to look like. And I think if I'm somebody that's going on the site and wants to use this service, whenever I see that, I'm like, okay, this is sweet. This is something I definitely want to move forward with. So we continue on. And then we enter this information. We enter, hey, who are we sending this to? Could add a note. And then at the end of that, we submit our order. So that's pretty much it. And like I said earlier, there's 2 different options here. There's also a subscription if we want to send them Nike cookies, pretending we're Nike. If we want to send that every month or every quarter or whatever it is, we can do that. So that's the final go. I'm curious to see if this is done as well. Would love to show you guys some AI UGC ads because we could run something like these. It doesn't look like they're done yet. We'll see if we can squeeze that in here.
One thing I would love to point out here, just putting on my marketing hat, what an interesting statement. Cookies that close deals. Your CTAs here are very crisp. The value prop is there. I'm just seeing this with the marketing hat for everybody paying attention, that it's very clear in that header what this is. The other thing I would point out is you gave it very clear imaging from Crumble. And if you remember, it was a picture of something with a little bit of text. And if you scroll down, the emphasis is on the cookie. And that's perfectly placed cookies in a box. And then as you scroll down, there's other ones that are in the blue and purple, not purple, pink modal thing. Oh man, it's just very crisp. Look at that. Would you make a video?
Yeah.
We've actually been keeping clients around about 3 months longer ever since we started every month.
So if I would have uploaded an image of the box and what it looks like, it would have looked flawless. AI UGC is almost indistinguishable at this point. I wanted to show you guys a marketing motion here, something that we could use. We could post these on social media. We could run ads. So yeah, that's just a little example of AI UGC. Obviously, have our own box in there and our cookies and all that. But just wanted to show you guys an example of what box.
It's a golf brand.
It's almost out. Yeah, on the box.
That's incredible, dude. That's incredible.
Yeah, thank you.
That's nuts.
If anyone in the audience wants to partner on this, let me know.
Ian, yeah, let's go. All right, sharing my screen. Here we go. Warm bakes for slow Sundays. So I actually haven't proofread any of this. I've just been filling with. I'm typically the guy who can listen to a song and not know what the lyrics say, or watch something, see a website and not know what it actually said. So if there are things in here that aren't accurate, that's on me. It's not on Claude. So warm bakes for slow Sundays, right off the top, Nashville bakery food truck. Filled buns, jam rolls, savory slabs, and customer name creations built for the line outside the truck. Love it. So you can go down to the scan, see the bakes. I added one more here, the Mercy Stack. 4 things worth chasing the truck for. Love it. Sunday squeeze. So come hungry, leave happy. Love it. It's so good at knowing. Maybe it knows me, or maybe it's just standard template, but it's having call to action everywhere and really good, strong, punchy headlines. Actually, everybody on here can actually scan this QR code now. If you do, it'll take you down to this area here where you'll build your own pastry creation, and you can name it, give it your name, give it your notes for the truck on there. I'll show you the creation. The creation looked like this. This is the same page, but on the homepage. You can give it a different pastry, a different filling, sweet and savory add-ins, toppings, name my crumb, call it whatever. It gives you some ideas, or call it the porch swing. Looks delicious. My name's Ian. Make it hot. Submit to the truck. Boom. So that's my order number. And this is what, so I've already done 2, lemon light revival and porch swing. Or I can build another. So it's basically an online ordering system for a fill your own bakery truck.
Chris is over there baking some stuff at your truck.
We also have a full brand kit. What I was hoping to get to, like last time, was a competitive analysis, a growth plan, go-to-market, LLM strategy to get mentioned by everybody. I don't want people to find this because I'm not going to fulfill their orders, but maybe, but not right now. Last time when we did an AI improv like this, when the guys were building, I was able to bet on a lot more. This time it was all heads down on this stuff, but I think it turned out okay. Let's check one time. See if this. Oh, we got a creation. Hold on. Brown sugar, good Sunday. Who's that? Rami. Thank
Happy
you, Rami.
Sunday food.
I'll deliver it to your door in about 2 hours.
No problem. Man, that is so freaking
slick.
cool. So Ian, that's pretty impressive. Justin, Ian, Alec, I think any one of these ideas in your city would probably win. But I think we should have a vote. We should have a poll, and the attendees get to vote. Is it Justin with milk and cookies? Is it Alec with the Sunday? What was the name of the
Crumb
Sunday?
B2B.
Or was it Alec with his Crumb B2B? I get to vote too. Oh, what to vote for? Chris, you gonna help me?
These results in real time.
Where is it?
Oh, host and panelists can't vote. I don't get to vote.
I can see a sneak preview, guys. I'll warn you, it's not looking good for me. I'm just getting crushed right now. Everyone get your votes in.
Where are you seeing that?
I think only he can see it. But at the end of it, we'll get to see it in just a minute. He's just teasing us now.
We've got 50% participation right now. Let's get another handful of votes in. Should have popped up on your screen there.
And by the way, at the end of this, everybody has an opportunity to pick one of the builders to spend some time with and maybe pitch some ideas and get your creative juices going. It's really impressive to think about a wild idea just like this that anybody can come up with and just build some stuff.
The risk now is so low. Like you saw, we all just built out an idea in real time. It's not at the point anymore where you have some crazy idea for something and you got to go put 50 grand behind it to build out the tech and invest all this capital. It's, hey, we just tested this. Now do cold outreach and hit up 50 people and see if anyone has interest in it. Get our first customers in a day. Literally, there's no risk besides investing a little bit of time. And that time investment is important because now you're upskilling and you're going to be able to do this faster and do this for other people. So I think there's truly no losing. And now you can really test things and validate things without a lot of upfront investment.
I can't agree more. Look, it was Alec, it looks like the Crumb B2B won. Ian, the 5 reasons to chase the truck was a hot second. And Justin, let's not forget about the farmers and the milk and the community.
What are they called?
Such a great idea. What a great experience. So everybody's here at the end and you now get the magic word. The magic word is Wi-Fi in my cookie. Thanks, Ian. All you have to do is message that to your choice on LinkedIn and you'll get your call and your schedule. So thanks, Ian, for the Wi-Fi in my cookie.
Yeah, that was fun.
Cheers,
That's a lot
guys.
of fun. I feel like we've done a lot. Does anybody want to add anything before we go?
Nothing on my side. I'll reinforce that point of, hey, the stakes are low now. We can build very fast and try things. And it's not that we need a 6-month build anymore. It's going to cost 50 grand. It's, hey, let's throw this together, get it out into the world, see what people think, see if people like it. Take Crumb B2B out there and everyone's like, no, there's this option. It's very cheap and we're having a lot of success with it. Sure, that's fine. We just spent 45 minutes making it, no big deal. And hey, maybe everybody loves it and it takes off overnight. So the stakes are low and it's a great skill to have. The tools are very easy to use. It's just a matter of going in and actually using them. So I would encourage everybody to get in there and try stuff and have fun with it, because really it is a fun process. It's a creative process. So I would encourage everybody to get in there and try the tools.
I want to say, I love this, and I'll add one thing. And trust me, if you have not fooled around with any of this, do yourself a favor and spend 30 minutes on a weekend, an hour on a weekend, and you don't have to know anything. You literally have a chat interface with something that knows every single thing. And all you have to do is ask. I challenge you to do that. It'll change your mind. I've been building products at big companies for 10 years. And what we just did is a 6-month runway. And we just did it in 45 minutes.
Yeah. The time is now for builders. If you have an idea, you can prototype it in, like we showed you, an hour or a weekend and just start talking. Honestly, I agree, Brett. Like, if you haven't started working with it, work with it. Just get to know the boundaries of it. And you'll probably prototype stuff for a few weeks. And then you'll start asking the questions, how do I actually make this a business? If you like the business. The time is now for builders like you. Follow your curiosity, build away, and there's no loss in building. It used to be you had to raise money just to build out the prototype and prove the model. You don't have to do that anymore. You start building. If you want guidance, talk to one of us.
I hear people say, I'm not technical. I don't know how to use tech. I asked Justin this, and I'll ask Ian and Alec this. How much code did you just write during this session?
We can all
And
start
it's-
rolling hand.
2 answers. One is not a single line. And the other answer is AI just wrote thousands of lines for me, whichever you choose to go.
Justin, you want to close this up? Everybody had a piece, but you, come on. Some words.
Thanks, Brett. Guys, thanks for being a part of this. Kudos to you for showing up. It's now 2:00 Eastern Standard Time. You guys could be watching the World Cup right now. You took time out of your day to invest in your future self. At the end of the day, AI is not going to take your job. Someone who is proficient with AI, though, will, right? So make sure that you are the person becoming AI proficient. And this is something that Alec and I have talked about extensively, all of us as a collective, right? There's really no fear if you learn how to use AI. And that's what our channel is all about. We run these shows roughly once a week with the intention of sharing all of our knowledge and resources with you guys so that you can become the most AI proficient person in the room. So if you enjoyed, come along for a future session, drop us a note, shoot us an email. We'd be glad to help any way we can.
Thanks for coming. Let's do it again. Keep building, keep changing the future. Bye, y'all.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, guys.